What if one single missile changes the future of the Middle East overnight? What if one miscalculation pulls the United States into another major war? Right now, tensions between Iran, Israel, and the United States are at one of the most dangerous points in recent years. Military alerts are active, missiles and drones have been launched, naval forces are repositioning. The world is watching closely. The big question is simple: are we on the edge of a larger regional war, or can diplomacy still stop this from exploding further? To understand the current situation, we need to look at the deeper background. The hostility between Iran and Israel has existed for decades. Israel sees Iran as a direct strategic threat, especially due to its nuclear ambitions and its influence across the Middle East. Iran strongly opposes Israel's policies and American support for Israel, considering it part of an effort to weaken Iran's regional power. The United States has consistently stood beside Israel, providing military assistance, intelligence cooperation, and diplomatic backing. U.S.-Iran relations have remained tense due to sanctions, nuclear disagreements, and regional conflicts. Recently, this long-standing tension has moved into a more direct and dangerous phase. A series of strikes targeted locations believed to be connected to Iranian military infrastructure. In response, Iran launched missile and drone attacks aimed at Israeli targets. Air defense systems were activated, interceptions reported. Both sides signaled readiness for further action. The United States increased its military presence, reinforcing bases, deploying additional defensive systems to protect its forces and allies. This cycle of action and reaction has created a fragile and volatile environment. Each side claims it is acting defensively, yet every move increases the risk of escalation. The fear among analysts is not just about intentional war, but about miscalculation, a missile landing in the wrong place, or civilian casualties rising sharply, or a direct hit on U.S. personnel could rapidly expand this conflict. On the ground, military readiness is high, missile systems are active, drone surveillance has intensified, naval forces are positioned strategically in key waterways. Regional countries are raising security levels and monitoring developments carefully. Airspace restrictions and emergency measures have been introduced. The atmosphere is tense, and uncertainty is growing. This conflict is not limited to just 3 countries. The Middle East is interconnected through alliances, rivalries, and proxy groups. If the situation escalates further, additional actors could become involved, either directly or indirectly. That is why global leaders are urging restraint and dialogue, even while preparing for worst-case scenarios. One of the biggest concerns is the impact on global energy markets. The Middle East plays a critical role in oil production and transportation. Any disruption in key shipping routes could cause oil prices to surge quickly. Higher energy prices would affect fuel costs worldwide, increase inflation pressures, and potentially destabilize financial markets. Investors are watching closely, governments are reviewing contingency plans, businesses are assessing risks. Inside the United States, the political debate is intensifying. Some leaders argue that strong support for Israel is necessary to maintain deterrence. Others warn that deeper involvement could drag the country into another prolonged conflict. Public opinion appears cautious, with many people concerned about economic consequences and military commitments abroad. The situation remains fluid, and several possible outcomes are being discussed. One possibility is controlled de-escalation, where back-channel diplomacy reduces tensions and limits further military action. Another possibility is broader regional conflict, involving more actors and expanding beyond current targets. A third scenario could involve ongoing indirect confrontation, including cyber operations, proxy engagements, and limited strikes without full-scale war. At this moment, the world stands at a sensitive crossroads. The next decisions made by leaders in Tehran, Jerusalem, and Washington could determine whether this crisis calms down or intensifies. While no one can predict the exact outcome, the stakes are undeniably high. This is not just a regional story, it is a global issue with potential military, political, and economic consequences. The coming days and weeks will be critical in shaping what happens next. We will continue to follow developments closely and provide clear updates as new information emerges. If you found this analysis helpful, make sure to stay connected for future updates. Stay informed, stay aware. The story is still unfolding.